Hello and welcome to the Farm Next podcast, the show where we talk about the things that in agriculture we often don't want to talk about. We're here to talk about the people part of the business and how specifically to help those generations communicate so we can successfully transfer knowledge, build solid succession plans for our businesses, and help develop and coach the next generation of leaders in this great industry we call agriculture. Let's start the conversation. Hello and welcome to the Farm Next podcast, the place where in agriculture we talk about what we don't like to talk about in agriculture. Oftentimes, that is the conflicts, those challenging conversations, the people-to-people personnel and negotiations that we do every day, but sometimes create things that are just so awkward. Well, here at the Farm Next podcast, we're going to get the generations talking, communicating our value across generations, and helping you to put those powerful connections and conversations to work instead of being so much work, helping your operation to develop and grow and also sustain to the next generation or two or three. So that's what Farm Next and the podcast is about. I'm your host, Sarah Beth Aubrey. I'm the author of the new book, Who's Running Your Farm Next? 5 Steps to Develop and Coach Your Next Generation. This is actually my 6th book. I've written several business books and 2 novels, by the way. You can look those up if you're looking for something a little different today. I'm also the owner of a company called Elevate Ag, the Peer Innovation Network. And we're going to be spending a lot of time talking about the topics that are interesting to my members in the Elevate Ag peer group. Things like transition, things like building out the pipeline for their employees and for their key personnel. Things like understanding how to not only manage innovation and technology, but the people that operate those pieces of equipment, run and evaluate those data sets, how that's different today than it was ever before. So here on this podcast, I'm going to really take the time to talk to you about the things that I've seen in 20 plus years in the ag industry, in the consulting and services area. And we'll have guests. I will do a lot of talking myself around topics that are coming to my desk that people are sharing with me that need to be heard or need to be discussed. And when I'm out on the road, we'll also bring in other people, professionals, growers, people in agribusiness, people in the industry and trade, and probably some folks from outside the industry looking in who can provide their valuable perspective on the ways that they are successfully building up, coaching, and bringing on the next generation of leaders. So that's a little bit about Farm Next. But honestly, at the end of the day, Farm Next is more than a podcast. This is a medium. It's a place to share some ideas and get them out, let you hear them, comment on them, share them with your friends, hopefully use them in your business. But the Farm Next concept is more than that. It's a movement to help agriculture and agribusiness stop putting the brakes when it comes to the people part of the industry. We've done a great job with things like the legal side, our systems, putting in the different structures, outsourcing those professionals who need to work with us, and understanding a lot of times when we need to bring someone in to help with those kinds of things. We tend to do a pretty nice job working with our financial professionals, helping with our risk management strategies, putting together and managing our balance sheets. A lot of excellent people out there to work with you as well. But the third piece of a farm sustainability plan is really about people. And this is the area where it trips us up. Because in agriculture, our business isn't just business. It's often family business, which makes the people part pretty interesting. And so I have written this book and I am really promoting this movement of Farm Next, which is really about communicating value across the generations to make sure that we're doing a great job of transferring the knowledge that senior leaders have and understanding the value that newer leaders bring, and working together to get that operation looking a whole lot different than Grandpa's did, with those two sides of the same coin. And so Farm Next is really here for you to take a look at factors like your talent pipeline, what your influence looks like, how you cultivate a strong and powerful network, what the big shifts are in the industry that are happening now, and are you addressing those? What are the opportunities out there, and are you positioned to take advantage? So those are just a few of the things that we'll talk about. But the big issue is this: get talking. Have the awkward conversations. Make the time to sit down and work through the conflicts. Make the time to sit down and come up with the plans, put them in place, implement them, and absolutely monitor them and have accountability for those things going forward. But we'll cover it all here on Farm Next, because that's the most important thing. We want to see where your farm goes next, and for many more generations. So I'll talk to you in the first episode coming up very soon. And for now, I'm Sarah Beth Aubrey, your host of the Farm Next podcast and the author of Who's Running Your Farm Next: 5 Steps to Develop and Coach Your Next Generation. You can contact me at sarah@sarahbethaubrey.com or find me through the Farm Next Facebook group. I'll see you there. And one last thing before you go for the day, I want to personally invite you to come on over to the Farm Next Facebook community. Why would you join this? Well, this is a community of those of us in agriculture who are interested in developing and coaching the next generation of leaders. It's where things like this podcast, the live show that I do every Thursday with the free training on a topic, get their house. It's where they live. It's where you can always grab the extra versions of those, and where you can take advantage of the conversation and the community. We'll also be making you some really interesting offers in that group to take advantage of programs that may benefit you. And they will be exclusive right there in the group. So come on over, look for Farm Next on Facebook, and ask to join. I'll see you there.